Alright guys, jumping right back into the tournament for X Potion and Gamble. We have got us going against, well, the Kilika Beast versus the Besaid Aurochs. But we're the Kilika Beast, so let's, well, we're the Besaid Aurochs with all the Kilika Beast players. You guys get it. So I did put Bada back on the team. I set everyone's contracts to 43 games because that's what they were at. So we shouldn't see any weirdness anymore. That was a mistake on the contract stuff. I have to apply on each individual player, and I only applied on a few of them. So right now we have Titus with Jack Shot and Waka with Aurochs Spirit. So I'm pretty hopeful that they don't use those against us, because if they do, then we're in a rough spot. It just depends. I don't know. I don't know if the AI knows how to use Jack Shot. That's actually that would be an interesting theory video. Like if I really throw the game and I give them every opportunity to use techniques that they could normally never use. Like, do they use them? I feel like yes, because I feel like it's gotta be. It's probably not technique based. It's probably just use random technique in list. It doesn't, they don't really think about it, I feel. Alright, well, Letty is, again, doing his premier action, which is throwing the game. I don't know what he's thinking, but he is doing things. Alright, well, Titus is just a little bit confused. He's unable to encounter Borgia. It wouldn't have actually made a difference, just because, we were already set in a good position. So even if he had encountered, we would have just passed over him and poisoned him. Arguably, this is better for him. I'm helping out. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to take the tackle, and then I'm going to go for the shot again. We don't have any sort of tech copy on Venom Tackle. We kind of learned it all last game, actually. We did a lot of Venom Tackle learning last game, so we're in a pretty good spot. They got Bada pushing up here. This is not a great idea. Bada in general is a pretty bad player in my opinion. So I think this push up with him is also kind of a missed judgment on their part. And we're going to pass to Iskin. He just, I know I need to pass to Warbite, but Iskin's just so open. He's just so ready for a goal, It's like, why would I deny him that? Alright, well, Letty now pushing left side. This isn't a bad idea. This is a pretty solid decision. I'm going to actually let him do it. Okay, I'm not. Iskin's going to steal the ball. I was actually going to let him do his thing, because I wanted to see what he did. I don't know what the Aurochs are thinking. I mean, they're definitely not thinking with victory in mind, that's for sure. Potentially, they're just a broken team. They just don't understand how to play. I've got Titus and Waka on the same team, so maybe that's a confusing aspect for them, but I mean, potentially. Even in this encounter, I don't think there's anything that gets Bada out of it. He's just kind of put against a wall, so we're going to Wither Tackle through him. Just because it gets us a little bit more experience as well, so that's always nice to see. And then we're going to... do we just give them the ball? I'm torn between the right play and the educational play. I want to just give them the ball because I want to see what they do with it. You know what I mean? I just want to see, if they do a shot, if Jack Shot ever comes into play. What does this look like? Well, first we're gonna push with Warbite and then get a shot off here. Bada unable to actually get the ball back, so we are gonna have a shot here and a hope at going up 2-0. That's looking good for us so far. I think the biggest issue is Letty can't do anything. He's in this midfield, and he's going left side, he's going middle side. He can even go right side, but he can't do anything. His stats don't match up to ours, so he's just permanently in a bad spot. Even this is just really a hope. He better hope that, Iskin doesn't touch it. Okay, so he does get that. Are we gonna see the fabled legendary shot today? Are we gonna see Oh, the AI's dumb. It doesn't realize Jack Shot would... Oh, so they will use Jack Shot, but they don't understand that Jack Shot eliminates a defender. Oh, silly. Titus, what are you doing, man? Oh, that was rough. He was so close to doing it, too. He would have been cool. Imagine if I could have tech copied Jack Shot somehow. Like, if they never thought you would face Jack Shot, you can tech copy it. I know I can give other players Jack Shot. Like, I can give Larbite and Iskin Jack Shot if I really wanted to. But, the animation is broken, so it just shows up as a regular shot on everyone I've tested. So it doesn't, like, it doesn't do anything. Like, it's just kind of, like, it adds some shoot, and then it doesn't do the effects. Alright, well, we're going up 3-0. Man, this is rough, you know. How are you going to beat the goers if you can't beat the beasts? I mean, critical questions we have to ask now, right? Like, this isn't even close. This is almost worse than the 6-0 because we've given them opportunities. Alright, well, we're going to get a little bit of experience, some level ups. Vorja now level 14. Dean level 12 with more endurance, pass, shoot, HP. Kilika more pass, attack. So, like, all generally good stuff. If you guys recall, I was actually complaining earlier on where I was saying, like, hey, the biggest issue is we're not getting the stat increases we need to see for our players. And this is kind of the lagged stat increases we want to see. So with our backline, we want to see that block up, that attack up, stuff like that. Like, that is generally a good time. And it looks like Jack Shot is no more. All right, I think it's best we don't give him Jack Shot. He's just gonna misuse it, you know. He's not all the way up there. Notably, Waka still has Aurochs Spirit, so yeah. I should look if I can block techniques. That would be interesting. It would also be really useful for the challenge series that people give me. So people give me challenges and I try to, like, you know, beat them and stuff like that. But what happens is oftentimes players will swap their techniques out halfway through the challenge because the game, you know, the game doesn't let you control what the AI does. But because they swap it out, then the challenge is kind of ruined. So if I could lock techniques, that would be ideal. So we're gonna pass to Vorja here, and mostly we're trying to set up Larbite for a shot if we can. Nothing too crazy, you know, just good old Larbite. So we're gonna pass here. I think it's just required because we've got a little bit of pressure here. We can't take that tackle; it's too risky. There's just, you know, there's a lot we could lose. So we're gonna encounter Bada, and we're actually just gonna shoot over Bada. That might be a silly idea, but I think it's gonna work. Okay, maybe not. But it sort of worked, right? So Bada pushing right side here. Gonna encounter a Larbite. Larbite, obviously, he's not gonna be able to stop this. But he could reduce it so that Tia's fumbles. So that is good. Kilika will reclaim, and then we can just set up, if we want to, let's encounter first. We can just set up... Okay, I'm just gonna set up Larbite. I know it's not as optimal as the other option, but I want to see what we can do here. So of course we will take the tackle here and just go for another shot. Venom tackle comes through. He's not able to claim it, and he also cannot poison us. So with that, we get a shot off. And we do make it, so that's going to be 4-0. I mean, this is pretty brutal. If you're the Aurochs, you do not want to see this. Wither tackle 2 is going to be pretty good, or not. It actually didn't wither him either. That is a shame. Venom tackle? I don't know. Letty's kind of in a bad spot. Like, there was, with those actions he was taking, there was really no chance of success. I mean, there was no moment where he was going to shoot it, even if no one was there, and make it. That was just incredibly unlikely. So definitely a wishful action on his part. So we're going to take the tackle. We pretty much like moved the game over to their side of the court or field or whatever you want to call it. I guess pool is the best thing to say, but fortunately we're not able to actually complete on that, and Bada does push it all the way back over to our side. So a little bit of a tug of war here, if anything. Ooh, Dean can't touch it. Borgia does, but, you know, it's going to go all the way to Waka, then midfield Letty. Oh, it goes to Larbite. Oh, that's crazy. I did not expect that, actually. So we're going to just shoot it off. This is being very generous on our side. That shot was never going to do anything, but looks like Bada does reclaim. But he's just, again, he's just looking at a bad time, man. Bada is, his endurance is really low. His stats never really go to an amount that is threatening. Like, he's generally always a very poor, I don't know, he's just always a generally poor, like, player, I feel. He just doesn't do too much. Letty gonna go for the shot here. We did get the wither tackle, so that's nice. Long pass to Iskin. We need to shoot on the 45. I think we need that much time. Maybe not, because they don't have super goalie. But it doesn't even matter, because we do make it. We're going up 5-0 with 6 seconds left. There's not much they can do. I mean, this game's all but over. All but over. And there it is. There it is. Final score. We didn't 6-0 him this time. We 5-0'd him. So, Bada's technique increase. That's good. We got wither tackle for Larbite. So more endurance, pass, attack, stuff like that for Larbite. More shoot for Iskin, which is nice. Then more catch for Nizarut. Always welcome more catch. Looks like Barrick's contract, the Albed Sykes, has expired. He is going to be re-signing for 10 games. Looks like the final positioning is Aurochs. Well, technically, Beasts, Aurochs, Sykes. First, second, third. So yeah. Oh, I got a achievement. I thought I disabled those. Oh, they don't show in the recording. Cool. I got show off or something. I don't know what it's called. Warbin has learned gamble. That should be it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time.